I think only men should be homeless. I don't think I don't think women should be allowed to be homeless.
This is where the conversation was going to.
Because I honestly think that men need to toughen up, and I think if men were forced to be homeless, they would learn how to be better men. Because that's what made men manly in the past, was having to build houses and stuff. So if we just made men be homeless for like a year, I think it would fix a lot of problems.
That would be so good, especially because we don't force men to do military anymore like they used to. They make them homeless for a year. Let's see how they fucking
make them just figure it out, but make them homeless in a country where they don't know the language, and then that way they really have to go through something, and then maybe they can like
be appreciative
and just stop being pussies.
Yeah, America full of pussies.
Now, guys, I'm so shocked that I see videos like this, and this is really sad. I don't know about you guys, but I've had cousins in the military that are no longer with us, and I just want to say, anybody who's in the military, Marines, Air Force, Army, Navy, anything of that nature, thank you for your service. God bless you. Big ups to you, and thank you for everything you've done for this world. If you have ever talked to somebody who has been in the military, you understand the severity and how bad it is, especially their training, their boot camp, things they see. And a lot of the stories I would hear from, my cousins or male friends that I've had, it's really sad. And guess what? I also counsel people now. So I get to talk to veterans with PTSD, who have gone through real life things. I don't understand why women don't pick two and two up together and make stupid comments like this. Why? Because men who go to the military always have issues after. And I'm not saying every single man, some men. And some men who go through that, it's hard on them, y'all. They end up wanting to unalive themselves. They have severe PTSD. They can't even hear fireworks going off. Why would you want men to be in that state? And yeah, you're saying they don't go to war and all this stuff. They don't have to. Just like y'all don't have to cook and clean and do your part like a woman should. Get in the kitchen and cook. I know the girl over there that looks like she eats 30 Gordita Crunches a night ain't talking about men. Like, you women have a big mouth about the same men you guys say you don't like. Every single woman on this platform that does this, and I'm only talking about the women who hate men. If you hate men so much, why is it the only topic you talk about on your platforms? You're not any interesting. I've noticed that. You guys aren't interesting at all. There's nothing else you can talk about that's going to have people gravitate to your content. You notice this is the only thing that you get views on? Yeah, it's kind of sad. How about in 2024, we stop the gender war? We stop doing this. You know what I mean? Like, can't we go into the new year being more positive and trying to implement things that can help one another as a group, as a whole? Why would you ever want somebody to be homeless? And you know what's sad? I know for a fact those two girls that are talking probably have never been homeless. I sure have been homeless. I know what it's like to sleep in my car. I know what it's like to get a gym membership and sleep at the gym. Do you know what that feels like? I bet you don't, because you're sitting here saying, oh, men should be homeless. Anybody who has ever been through really fucked up shit will never wish that upon anybody. Being homeless isn't fun for anyone. Trying to see the next time you're going to get a meal, when the next time you're going to shower, when you're on survival mode is not fun. So the fact that you would even sit there and part your lips to say that is crazy. You know what's also crazy? I'm so tired of women like this. They can talk like this all they want on platforms, but if a guy was to say this, they would take down his whole podcast and he'd be misogynistic. But women like this are misandrous and they cannot stand men. And you think that this is okay? And I have another thing that I want to say. A lot of women will complain about the way men are, right? Men are dogs, men are this, men are that, they're evil people. Do you ever think that maybe they're like that with you because if this is how you talk? If I was ever in a room full of women who talk like this, I could see why men don't like y'all. I don't have the same experiences y'all do. And I could see why men talk to me in such a polite manner and respectful because I don't talk like this. You literally get what you give. And if you got a mouth like this, you would not last where I come from. Because talking to a guy like that, you guys need to go to Dubai, where you can't even raise your voice at a man, where you're not even allowed to disrespect a man. I could see why there's harsh laws in certain states. We need to implement that here. Instead of trying to put men down and make them feel like shit. Sorry, y'all, I'm like eating and stuff. Make them feel like shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all need to do better. I'm shocked, you guys. Like, I make a lot of dark humor jokes and I say a lot of crazy stuff, but I never say this. It's so funny how women will call me misogynistic and women will say that I hate women. That's not the case. I would never wish any of you to get cheated on. I would never wish any of you to get hurt, harmed, and I would never wish any of you to get fucking homeless. What the hell? I can't even believe somebody said that. Like I said, man, each and every one of you, God bless you. I pray to God that you guys are okay. Please don't let stupid social media get to your head. Don't let these dumb women that you see online fuck up your mindset. I never want you to think that you're not worthy. I never want you to think that people don't care about you. I never want you to think that you're not valid or you're not heard or you're not seen. That's why I make the content that I do. And a lot of people will say, oh, you're a grifter, you're this, you're that. Dude, I just care. I'm a very empathetic person, and I also have a lot of brothers. God forbid somebody talk to one of my brothers like this. You must be out of your mind. Like I said, man, you guys are the prize. And you know what? Ladies, if you don't realize this now, the more and more disrespectful content you make and the more shit you guys do, it's only going to be harder for you to get men in the future, because all you're doing is making these men lose more and more and more respect for us women. And how can they tell the difference from who's a good woman and who's not when all of you guys come on these platforms and this is all you guys talk about? Like I said, you could talk about anything on a podcast. You decided to buy all those mics, the whole setup and all that, just to run your mouth about homeless. Like, if that's funny. It's funny how people want to cancel people for dumb stuff when women like you should be canceled. To encourage people to be homeless, to make fun of men and say they should be homeless, that's crazy to me. That's wishing the worst on somebody, and that shows me what type of person you are. And you can sit here and be like, oh, it's a joke, it's a joke. Yeah, funny joke. Real funny joke. Because if a man was to say that and he said it was a joke, you guys would be upset. Just like you guys don't like Matt Rife, right? You guys get so mad at him saying things, and even though he's a comedian. But like I said, y'all, I don't understand these type of things anymore. Can't we just start making new content? I feel like a lot of men, you guys probably don't do this, but you should just start mass reporting people's things. That's what people do to me and all these other creators. They mass report our things to get our accounts taken down. You don't like these girls who are feminists and all that, start mass reporting their stuff. I never encourage anybody to do certain things, but start mass reporting their things and getting their accounts taken down. Because the moment a man talks about this, you guys are taken down from everything fast. Start doing it to them. Then they'll learn to keep their mouth shut.